Some neighbors are just supposed to stay as neighbors and nothing more. Some church members, sorry to say, but some church members are only supposed to be church members and nothing else. You know, not everybody who knocks your door is supposed to know the entire part of your house. Some people only need to get at the door. Hello everybody and welcome to Naomi's all-inclusive world, where today I will be looking at a thing or two about just how sensitive we should be and quick we should be to learn on when to keep distance from some of the relationships that we have created in our lives. Karibu. Now, not every person in your life is supposed to be a part of your journey. Some people in our lives are there to just cheer us on and they go. Others are there to just literally watch and see what's going on and they go. And others are there to accompany us on the journey and for whatever distance they should be. Now, it helps when we learn not to have people overstay their visit in our lives, because sometimes the very people we welcomed with good intentions that end up overstaying their visit in our lives are the same ones that end up being toxic. Now, different people are in our lives for different reasons and again came in for different durations. You know, we have family members who we are stuck with for life, really, for lack of a better word, whether or not we like it. We have neighbors who either, you bought a house, your dream house, and then just a few feet down the street, you have this particular neighbor who you are stuck with, at least for the time you are in that house. You know, we have colleagues, former or current, who you're working with, or whether directly or not. You have friends who you either made directly or got to know through other friends or relatives and so on. We just are very relational and people just come in our lives for different reasons. It, however, doesn't mean every person who has come in our lives needs to be given a permanent seat. Some of them actually don't need to be given a seat. Some people who come in our lives need to spell their intentions while they're standing and then we let them go. And others need to keep standing until they qualify, until they convince us that probably we need to give them a seat. And others maybe need to get a seat straight away. So again, when we know where every person belongs, we will be able to keep the boundaries that we need to. And number two, that will help us make sure every person stays at their required distance, which then will also make sure respect stays. Sometimes it's just in that crossing of your boundary that creates that disrespect. And like they say, familiarity creates contempt. Sometimes we are too familiar until we forget the line of respect. That's why it will help you a lot as a parent, as a guardian, to actually be very careful with your boundaries yourself, with who is supposed to belong in the inner circle, who is supposed to belong where, and so on, so that then you will be able to help those ones who are under your care. I can tell you for a fact that it's the very wrong relations that we have kept. It's the very wrong, relatives that we have allowed overstay their visit. It's the very wrong qualification of colleagues who should have just stayed as colleagues, but we graduated them into friends and so on, that have actually disabled us in some areas of our lives. So guys, can you qualify some people before you usher them in? Or else you might just be ushering in problems. Haven't you heard of cases where, I should have known them a little more before becoming their friends. I should have known them a little more before agreeing to get into this partnership, whether it's a business partnership with them. Or I should have known them more before agreeing to be picking and dropping their kids to school together with mine. I didn't know they were snakes. I didn't know they were toxic, and something like that. Some people only need to know the living room and the dining, where probably they'll be given a cup of tea. Others can be shown around the house. This is where the guest bedroom is, this is where the pantry is, this is where the kitchen is, and this is where the study room is, and this is where the prayer room is, and so on. So stop allowing everybody to know every part of your life. Stop giving people things to talk about, some of which they don't have full stories, just because you do not keep the distance that is required with some of these people. Do not keep the boundaries, okay? So again, guys, learn when to keep the distance, and especially from relatives, from friends, from neighbors, and I can never emphasize this enough, from relatives. Some of your cousins, the way you only meet in funerals and weddings and graduations and, oh, hi, how have you been, blah, blah. Iyo imetosha jamani. Iyo imetosha. Yeah. And let the respect stay there, let the boundary stay there, and that's so on. And that's just all. That's enough for that. Some of them, you get close and so on. And like I've said this in my former, maybe several episodes, what does not add value to your life, guys, takes away some. This includes even relatives and friends and colleagues and neighbors and churchmates and so on. So again, be very sensitive to guarding your boundaries, because it's in letting loose your boundaries that we end up letting in wrong people, even when we did not intend for that. Okay. So yeah, I thought I needed to throw in that kwamba this year, oh my goodness, let's be so intentional with some of these things this year. You'll realize by the end of the year you will have so many good things to talk about. And one of those things this year is just let's be very sensitive to keeping our distance and just maintaining different relations from where they are supposed to be, and not letting everybody into your inner space, into your inner circle. You'll be glad you did that. And again, try this month, and so on. Then try again some more in February, in March, like that. And by the time the year is done, you can be able to rate yourself. And again, why don't you rate yourself even on monthly basis? Who said every resolution has to be for a whole year? Some of these resolutions can just be short term, and that's how you rate yourself and get to know where you need to improve and what you need to be easy on and what you need to tighten even on, and so on. So yeah, make this one of those ones that, you will learn to just keep distance and keep your boundaries from some relations, because again, not all friendships are supposed to last forever. Not every sojourner, not every traveler is headed to the same destination as you. Some of them are just, by the way, on that journey for the sake of it. Maybe their houses are being fumigated, so they thought, let me hop on this bus of life, while the house is being fumigated, and there you are thinking, oh, they're going in the same direction, so probably they're going to the same destination. No. Some of them actually are there on the same journey with you, but they're almost getting to their stop. Why are you thinking they're going a long haul with you? So again, when some people are light, when they have arrived to where they're going, why are you surprised? Why are you almost even getting offended? Like, mbona unashuka na hatujafika? Who told you tunaenda na wewe mahali pamoja? Everybody is on that journey heading to where they know they're heading. So stop bringing every person and making them go to where you're going. Watu wengine, they're not going anywhere. And you are busy, having them tag along your journey. Those are the ones that derail you. Those are the ones that wanaleta makasiriko. Those are the ones that start, just being negative and so on. And before you know it, you're being negative like them. So yes, you started that journey alone. You know where you are headed. You have your targets, for your short-term journey, for your long-term journey. Run the race alone. Stop dragging everybody to join you on the journey. Nani amekwambia kila mtu anaenda Russia ama Ukraine ama whatever? Some people wanaenda tu hapa mlolongo. You are forcing them 20, and yet some people are already in their home stretch, washafika and so on. Ama you are starting to think, guy, yani kwani hatuendi wote, na sayo mwenye uko unaforce hata ID peke yake hana. You have larger visions, bigger visions of, going far. Umetafuta passport, unatafuta visa ya the country you want to visit. Mwenye uko unashikilia ni kama ukiachilia sijui hautaenda hiyo safari, is actually planning to just go to the CBD, probably, Gikomba atafute nguo mbili tatu arudi nyumbani, you are going far, but you still want to hold on to them. So you are the only one who knows your journey. You are the only one who knows you are headed, where you are headed. So stop thinking everybody else should head in the same direction and the same destination where you're going. These people are the very people who will disable your journey, who will disable your process, your effort of heading where you are supposed to be, where you are supposed to be going. I really hope that helps somebody, and especially, just this early in the year, that you know what, you are on this journey alone. You are the one who knows where you're headed. So keep that in mind and be very intentional with reminding yourself where you're headed. You'll be pleased you did that. Thanks for your time. I'll see you in my next episode. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for my returning subscribers. Let's keep doing this. Let's just keep jogging our minds and just reminding ourselves of some of these things that might look very basic, but really as human beings we need to be reminded. We need to be challenged and be told, hey, come on, like keep the focus on, because as human beings sometimes we forget. So let's keep doing this, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye for now.